No, I don't have any gold.
Okie dokie. Well, following the end of the archery contest, man suspected of being the target of Aster was spotted. Some cohorts leaving the arena, was pursued out of the area toward something that was kind of an old path, partially overgrown, but still create a visible break in the trees. He was able to disappear therein. And I will let Armin and Aster take it from there as I wait for Roll20 to load slowly. And I moved
Yeah, we ended
Avra,
up
your
going through a
token, so you
maze.
could see there.
Not realizing that we could avoid the Dryads by simply running past them because they were slow, but we made it to the center. I met a hot Minotaur, and then we made our way out after securing a promise that I would come back and visit her at midnight.
Armin got a date.
Yep.
Ooh, token.
Yep. Hot.
It was interesting rendering that. I wanted to keep the bovine features because of Minotaur. And of course, Mid-Journey is like, middle-aged guy, wrinkles and stuff, cool. Female, no matter what age or description, always a sexy Halloween costume. So I had to, yeah, render that a few times. But yes, made it through the maze. Ended up, of course, eliminating some dryads. There was a point when a couple of them had sunk into the ground and became awakened trees.
Found that I have a skill as a lumberjack.
Apparently so. And then
we made it to the tents on the other
Dinla,
side,
Dinla.
finding cohorts, and I decided to provide distraction as my companions moved into agile positions with which to dispatch said nefarious rogues and ne'er-do-wells. And
Indeed.
it went fairly according to plan.
It did. Yeah, Armin charged right across the middle of the court because everybody showed up. It looked like they were kind of trying to pack things up in a hurry to GTFO. And Armin just charged in. First target was the druid, and he just ran, gored up. Yeah. A little bit of trouble from
shanked
the
myself with druid.
Leonin.
He was the one that gave me the. I knew from my own ability as a single level monk that I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to deal with the monk.
Oh yeah.
They're all like little hits, but there's a lot of them. It's like bee stinging. It eventually really starts to fuck your day.
Oh yeah. And to kind of piggyback on the bee sting metaphor, or is it a simile? I didn't hear you say like or as. Anyway, the Leonin had, with their claws, not only was it a claw swipe, but they actually had some radiant power coming from them, so their strikes were especially dangerous.
Those guys suck.
Aster had mentioned playing a little bit of Ring Around the Tent, trying to avoid the Master Thief. Ended up hiding inside and then snuck out, and yeah. So I do believe where we had left off, Arianwin had cast some healing. It looks like they healed themselves rather than you guys. I do not know what Arianwin's
The 2 strength checks
slots look
I did
like.
at the bottom were just testing from. But yeah, it looks like she. I know one of those things was cast on me, which is the reason I'm not in the red because I was really close.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's. Yeah, that 22 points ended up going on me, which is why I'm not at like 6 or something.
That's right. Yeah, because you were worn down pretty heavy. All right. So
It was looking touchy.
Arianwen has a couple of, it looks like they're doing well at tracking their spent slots. I was just about to ask why those were locked, but it's because their spells come from their staff, not from their conjuration. So let's see, they've got
Yeah, I think the guy we're actually looking for has probably bailed already.
Yeah.
I mean, we can check through that archway, but I'm pretty sure it's bailed.
Mhm.
All right, so Arian Wynn only has a couple of first level slots available. So she will let you know she can give you a little bit more healing, both to Aster and to Armin, although it will expend some of her magical ability. She's not without some more resources beyond that, but does diminish a little bit her capacity if you run into more trouble. She will leave it up to you guys if you want to power on ahead, if she should save those for
Oh,
later.
sorry. Am I with the party or
No,
not?
not at this time. I put your token there so that you could see what's going on because I have the lighting enabled. So you will see your
Okay.
token at the bottom there, but yeah, we will be briefly getting to that.
I feel like we could do a short rest so that spell slots aren't expensed and we can heal up that way. Armin?
I mean, I'm not against a short rest. I don't think I have to check something real quick on features.
Can I get a perception check from Armin and Aster, and I will roll for Arian Win?
Sure thing.
Or actually, let me know what your passive perception is.
My passive, I
Since
believe,
you're
is
not
16.
actively
Mine is
going
12.
at it.
Mine is.
Arian Wins is 17. Pretty good there.
My roll is a 22.
Oh, yeah, no, don't do the roll. Let me know your passive.
Oh,
Oh,
passive is a 16.
16, and
mine's
for
12.
Aster? 16, 12. All right,
12.
so Aster, you're going to be distracted looking at whatever you're looking at over there. Armin and
Looking at the
Arian
fence.
Win are going to share a look, and you're going to make eye contact, kind of confirming, yes, indeed, you did both just hear that. Beyond the archway, you hear the shattering of glass.
And I'm assuming now is when the scene cuts to,
Nope, because
like,
you're still standing
okay,
where you're standing.
like a bull in a china shop. Let's go, bitches.
All right, so Armin is looking to charge off. Aster, you're going to see Armin starting to hoof over there. Meanwhile, Avra, you received the message, yes,
Yeah.
in Discord there. Okay, so you are going to be able to follow due to your attunement with nature. You can kind of see tracks where they've been made in a hurry, leaving the arena, heading off toward the forest. And you are going to arrive at the maze that you saw, of course. Oh, did I move the map over? I didn't. I'm dumb. So you can see the map as you're approaching from a hill. So you can see that there is, in fact, a hedge maze down below. And when you reach, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, you will see yourself entering, and you are up. What would you like to do?
Sorry. I think my thing's being slow.
Oh,
Um.
so there is, I can turn it off if you are having some lag going on there. There is a kind of a noxious haze that has settled over the maze of icky green cloud kind of
ceiling, not in it.
covering. Yeah, it reaches the top of the hedges, but doesn't seep down into where you're at. You look at it, you get a little bit of a chill. It's pretty high up. You're also shorter.
I'm loaded in now.
Okay, cool. All right, and then I will go ahead and delete that so that it's less intensive on your machine. But yeah, there is definitely that haze of an icky cloud that covers above. But you should see your token there at the entrance to the maze.
Well, I'll continue following the tracks.
I'm sorry?
I said I'll continue following the tracks.
All right, you can see that the tracks from there lead up and then to the left. There are no tracks that go on to the right. You can see here there was some bit of a skirmish going on, so the tracks are kind of all over. Can I please get your survival check again? Well, for the first time, the first one was free.
Oof.
All right, it looks like just because of in this area specifically, there are a lot of footprints, a lot of hoof prints. There was something that went on here, perhaps some group dancing or some such, but there's a lot of movement. You'll have to move elsewhere and try to get a better bead on where those tracks might lead. We'll leave that up to you.
Is it any clearer here?
A little bit. Go ahead and roll your survival.
Jeez.
Go ahead and make that
Wow.
with advantage, because you've been following these tracks for a while. You're pretty familiar with the ground and stuff. And partially advantage given because actually you realize that there are no tracks that go that direction. They must have gone through the wall a little bit to your south and east. And then you will follow them through. It looks like they continued forward through that other break in the wall. And then can I get one more check? The tracks go in both directions and are relatively fresh in comparison. You're not sure whether the newer ones go north or south from your present location. Starting to wind around, the tracks do continue around the curve. Nothing to your upper left. When you feel the spiral closing in, you realize you are getting closer. Oi, who's that then?
Hello.
The Minotaur that towers over you. You're used to that because you hang out with Armin. But this one, you can tell, is a lady. And she's looking down at you, and she leans in a little bit as she steps up, imposing form, casting a shadow over you. She kind of sniffs, like, you smell like the ocean. And raises an eyebrow and peers down with a little bit of a tilted head. Are you with a couple other people? Another Minotaur, Centaur, squishy human fellow?
Yes, you've met my friends. Armin, Arwen, Aster. Wow, we're really just a bunch of A's, aren't we?
A bunch of A's.
The 18.
Yes. Oh, good call. Why have I never thought of that before?
God, we're AAA. Oh no, quad A. Sorry.
Yeah,
Tonight
what
you're
the heck?
AAA.
Oh
She
no.
smiles, and at first she was looking a little bit defensive and intimidating, but as the smile happens, it's kind of like a half smile. You see her face kind of lights up a little bit, and you feel a totally different vibe. She says, "Ah, well, if you make your way out of the maze here, head roughly in a northeasterly direction. The dryads, if you don't engage with them, they do move rather slow. They're more of a deterrent than they are aggressive. So if you happen to see one wake up out of the hedge and come at you, just scurry past. You will go unharmed. And when you see Armin, remind him the clock is ticking. I expect to see him at midnight."
Will do.
She puts her hands on her hips, and then she gives like with her palm facing down, she kind of moves her fingers in a hurry along now. Off you go. As you're leaving, you hear midnight as you're making your way out of the hedge. You see to your left suddenly coalescing a dryad, very, very slowly takes form out of the hedge, takes a humanoid form, starts to move in your direction.
I ignore it.
You realize that you're getting into very thick treed area where it's going to be very difficult to pass through, but there is an opening in the hedge. You realize immediately near your feet. Ah, there are the footprints. You're back on track. And you make it outside. You see that the path opens up as you're moving along, and you're making a pretty good time because you're not dawdling, you're not out for the scenery like you do have, very kind of mission focused. You see that the trees start to become more sparse as you're moving along. That fresh foresty smell that reminded you of home starts to fade, becomes a little bit dirtier, dustier. You think you hear some fighting, some yelling, something in the distance, which hurries your pace. And then you come onto a scene. You can immediately see the bodies. Your breath catches, hoping that it's not your allies. You see Aster's head pop up. You see to the left, Arianwyn and Armin. They share a look, and then Armin begins to walk toward the archway just as you are coming onto the scene. Arianwyn is following after Armin. They have a bit of a hurried look to them.
Wait up.
Armin, Arianwyn, Aster, all here. The familiar voice. Chime in. She's small, but she's a performer. Her voice carries over from a distance. And of course, you've gotten used to her. You've all seen her perform. You're all very familiar. Like, wait, that Avra? Turning your heads, you will see the satyr moving, fair quip, to catch up to where you guys are at.
Sorry if I just missed this in the recap, but why wasn't I with them in the first place?
You had a competition for the lyre.
Yeah, you were hanging back for the lyre competition, and the other three said, hey, go ahead and stay here. We can track that guy, take care of him. It's really important for you to have the spotlight in the games, especially since you just came oh so close to winning the archery tournament. They definitely encouraged you, like, this is your time to shine. Get you a medal. It's what you do. This is your spotlight. They didn't want to take that away from you. And then you were approached by Eutychios, and conversations ensued.
Gotcha.
So, Arianwin looks a little bit surprised.
I look back. Well, the gods favor us today, then.
Arianwin asks,
Tell us about your win when we're done here.
Did you forfeit the competition?
No, it's been postponed.
That is strange. Why is that? Yep, that's correct.
Right. Eutychius postponed it, postponed the final ceremony. Because he was given warning, that a suspicious man was seeking out illegal potions, and he thinks the man that you guys are after is the same man.
We heard glass break this way. Let's go.
Potions are connected to the other world, so that's probably important.
Right, so
Arianwin
I chart.
clutches at her pearls, the underworld, and then a little bit of disdain covers her face, kind of like she just tasted something sour. What kind of vile man are we hunting? They would tamper between the realms of life and death.
I just assume he knew the corrupt guard. I
So what
chart through the
happened here?
archway. He had accomplices. We murdered them.
It was a murder.
Played a ring around the fence a little bit.
Well, I mean, you guys did trespass into their camp and did cut them down without any kind of word or discussion or notice, so I guess it's a gray area. But there are no lawyers about, so it's your word against theirs, and they can't speak at the moment because they're dead.
Are you guys okay?
I've had better days. I'm not fond of monks, people who focus on unarmed combat. I mean, I do too, as he's like walking and going.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't really know. I mean, what?
He had a bad time.
We're not dating. And he just wanders off embarrassed.
You can tell that both Aster and Armin, you do catch they do have a little bit of blood soaking into their clothes and stuff. They've definitely had a harrowing experience. Arianwin looks healthy and cheerful, ready to move on. Except for the sour face, which accompanies her thoughts of the illegal potions. So you will
Do you guys need healing?
I don't want to lose track of this idiot first. If we soon-ish.
If we lose track, we could take a rest. If we catch up to him, then maybe heal him.
She's offering a very quick touch of healing, if you'll have it. You can make that happen on your way. Ooh, she did it again.
Then, yeah, I'll
it's one for each of you. It's an instantaneous spell. So.
I'll take the 14.
You sure you're more a melee?
It's fine.
All right.
All right, so 14 going to Armin, 15 going to Aster. Both feeling much better. And blessed by the gods that your satyr friend had arrived.
I'm a little over 50% now.
So you hear...
Magical combat can be useful.
Oh, no, I literally said when you showed up, the gods favor us.
Oh, yes.
I know, I was being fake offended that you said that you didn't trust those that only engaged in magical combat.
I can be wrong.
That's why I said, what does that mean? She wasn't teasing you about your role.
He looks unduly embarrassed, like something has unsettled him recently that clearly, like, any time a girl is talking to him now, he's just like, well, stop, things, words.
Distracted by the thoughts, the Lady Minotaur. Armin will be shocked back into reality when he hears the human growling. It's almost as if somebody is in pain. Usually, that sound accompanies you stabbing or goring or smashing someone with your fist. But you haven't done that in a minute, so it is perplexing. You will come up onto what appears to be an abandoned structure, or what remains, of course, going through the archway there. You'll see a man clad in armor reminiscent the Akros hoplites. He is first going to point a sword as soon as he sees you approaching. At Aster, he says, You ruined everything. I was supposed to win that tournament. I am now moving your tokens. Please don't jump forward just yet.
Right. I won't touch anything.
You can maneuver yourselves however you like around that door frame that you're coming into there. So if anybody
Simply
wants
move
to
forward
be
once
in the
square.
back or the forward, yeah, you can. Armin, you're right on the threshold there, so that's as far up as you can be. You can move anywhere left to right, pick your place. Armin is going to move up, support behind Armin. Then you see there's Sandros. And again, he's pointing his sword at Aster. You ruined everything.
What'd I do?
I think you're hunting this individual.
As he
I don't
takes a
think he did
step
that, though.
forward, he's slightly hunched. You can see necks bulging on his vein and his temples. I was to win the tournament. That was to be my time. Takes another step forward. See his fist clenching around the sword blade.
Buddy, are you
You
doing
took
okay?
my
Because you look as
glory.
red as a lady's rag at that time of the month.
No perception check required because since you had heard about it, everybody's kind of attuned to it. You see just beyond him, broken vial, liquid staining the ground.
Oh, you went and did something stupid, didn't you?
I'll show you, stupid.
All right.
As he's ready for initiative.
Remember, everybody, you are in 30 feet of me. You get advantage on your initiative.
Da-na-na, da-na-na. 3 feet, huh? That's less than a
60.
square.
Oh, I said 30.
Oh, 30.
I
It
heard
sounded
30.
like it sounded like 3 to me. I'm sorry. Like 3
No worries.
feet. Let's see. Arian win. Also needs initiative.
I don't know why man didn't do it. I had my thing selected.
I see a roll.
Yeah. We've got Avra. Roll
On the
17.
count?
Oh,
I don't see
Oh,
myself.
it didn't add your token. I understand what you're talking about now.
you may not have had your token selected.
I did.
Huh. Kooky.
Weird stuff. Hope we got
Yeah.
you in there.
It does happen. The weird stuff. Wow. Sandros is kind of screwed if everyone else gets to go first. I should have given him advantage or something. Anyway, you are all facing him down. His eyes are bulging, slightly reddened. He's
I just
looking
need to
at
get to
all
the
of
square
you.
next to him. Yeah, bitch. Let's go. Yep.
Let's see. He
Right.
does have a spear and a shield. Oh, did I say sword? I meant to say spear because he's a hoplite. Yeah, so he
It's fine.
smashes his spear against his shield and then flexes, his bulging eyes looking at each of you. He looks ready for an attack. symboled his readiness
Okay.
for combat. Armin, you are up first.
All right. In a straight line, because I can move 40 feet. So we're going to unleash with 2 longsword strikes.
Unleash.
Oh, sorry, great sword.
Now that you're closer, you can see that he has that classic hoplite armor. It looks worn. It is not shiny. It does gleam in the sun a little bit still. It's not like poorly kept. It's just definitely seen some battle. This
That's
is
fine.
no untrained peon. This is a man of war.
Oh, that's not going to hit. I will.
Whoosh. Parries
I
off
will.
of the shield.
That's okay. I will. For this one, I'll spend an inspiration that I got from the recap, and we will
Ooh.
just roll that again.
In slow motion, it looks like it is going to parry off of the shield, but you're able to
Oh,
adjust
sweet
your
Jesus.
swing and get through.
The champion thing just landed so beautifully because I explode on 19s and 20s. Or explode is the wrong word, but I get crits.
Through gritted teeth, you hear, "Urgh!" Your sword
Someone's having a
slashes
bad
in.
day. 21 points of damage for that attack.
A wicked strike.
And bring it around for the second strike. Okay.
Looks like he learned his lesson and is going to parry that better with his shield.
Well, he still takes 5 points of damage.
He is
And then
poised
I
with
will
his
use Action
spear.
Surge. All right, let's go. Attack again. I will use my last inspiration. Let me remove that from the sheet. Because I don't want to roll a 1. I know you're all like, why? It's always like failing forward or something. No. Okay, let's do it again and just at least not get a 1. Load the sheet. There you go.
How many uses of Action Surge do you have left
wow.
after the previous fight?
I am done with this one.
Ah,
And that is a 20 or 19 plus 8. So I get to explode. That champion thing's coming in crit hard. 19 damage this time.
Armin, well versed in the shield parrying techniques of the hoplites, apparently. He's able to get in through the armor
Last attack.
for vicious strikes.
He takes 5 more points of damage from Graze. I am done.
I think so is he.
Yeah. Avra, you are up next. Blood is already soaking the ground as Thersandros has very, very bad open wounds from Armin's charge and strikes.
I'm gonna cast it in Whisper, so he needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, I was not applying. I'm sorry. Armin, can you? I'm so sorry, Avra. In a moment, we will get to your whispers there. Armin, can you give me a perception check?
Sure. I did not do well.
So you can't wrap your mind around it. You know that you struck very fatal blows. Normally, those for normal humans
Sword is
would take
magical.
down. and the sword is magical in nature. It's very peculiar that he's still standing. And as Avra is moving in, you realize that the bleeding also slows, does not pour the way that you're used to. And it looks like the wounds are already starting to very, very slowly heal. It is an incredibly peculiar thing to watch.
I suspect that the potion might be a thing of regeneration of some kind or something.
It was of an underworldly nature, as was reported to Avra and warned before your arrival, so that is fair insight, won't require a roll. Avra, your dissonant whispers. What does that sound like as he is making a wisdom save and failing?
It can if he's so interested in the underworld, it can sound like the screams of the damned.
Oh, nice. So Armin, you see the bulging eyes. He winces and clenches his teeth, and then he looks past you directly at Avra, and his wince, his grimace, his clenched teeth turns into a smile as his eyes bulge back, and he tilts his head back very slowly. You can see the red of his eyes, the bulging. You can see the pulse in his neck from the veins popping out.
Say a quick quip.
Of course.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
You can see now, because you're right up on him, the eyes and from the ears trickle a little bit of blood, very slow drops. That was not happening when you had first struck him. That was a result.
So he has to move away. Does that mean that Armin gets an opportunity attack?
It does not, unfortunately, because forced movement doesn't incur that. Just like using like Misty Step and stuff like that. But he is going to be taking measured paces backwards toward the table. And you know what? For scale here, you guys' tokens should be bigger. Oh, that's right. I intended to do that after the battle to change the scale. Let me fix that, because actually the distances in here are much smaller than the bandit camp, and I should have just used another map so that that was all right, but yeah, anyway. So okay, that's better. So then he's going to be moved back, kind of in the corner there.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon so that I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
That's okay.
You already cast Dissonant
After
Whispers,
that,
and that is a leveled spell. I think your other spell would have to be a cantrip.
Well, yep.
oh
Good
god, you're
catch.
so right. Yeah, so I couldn't even do it anyways. So yeah, that ends my turn.
But you can think about it and envision it.
Envision him in pain.
All right, so let's see. I have not used Aryan Wind before, so I'm just scrolling through. I'm looking for something specific.
Wasn't Aster next?
Yes.
Yeah. I will move up
Okay.
next to Armin,
Diddle-a,
and
diddle-a.
I'll just shoot him with my bow.
Not with your shotgun?
I left that one at home, sadly.
Okay.
Um,
This is my boomstick. Thwack. The arrow shoots through, gets to the armor.
oh my gosh, I got a 1 on all of those.
It happens. Can I get a perception check from Aster, from Armin, from Avra?
Just remember its speed got reduced by 10.
As per the post that just happened there.
All right, perception coming right up, sir. Bless you. You okay?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so Aster will not see this from his vantage point. Shadow cast by Armin, creating a little bit of visual obscuring. But Avra and Armin, you see the arrow goes in and then gets pushed out, and the wound already begins to slowly close. Very slowly. Again, he is still bleeding a little bit, but
That's
he's
not fair.
defying your strike. It isn't fair. Will that be all for Aster?
Yeah.
All right, I am going to mark off spell slot and then bloop. You see sprouting forth from the ground a bunch of vines reminiscent of those that you saw in the maze not too long ago. Immediately struggles against tearing. Some of the vines are broken, but they persist, begin to wrap around him. And let's see, that area, I'm going to say the vines actually kind of come out from the wall and are grabbing at him, so you guys are in a safe zone. They crawl over the table, over a couple of barrels, containers on the floor. And he's trying to tear at them, roaring, grimacing, eyes bulging still. And he's trying to tear mostly with his strength, using his shield a little bit to try to break them off. His spear is not particularly helpful. For now, he is restrained, and it is Armin's turn.
All right. I will close the distance again, but I'm going to move over to here.
Zhoof.
That I know they're overlapping a little bit, but that's the best I can do.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Um,
That's because you're big. You overlap everybody.
that's all
That's
fair.
legit. He's defiantly looking up at you, growling, teeth clenched, pulling against the vines that are holding him in place. Oh my God, would
Wow.
you stop?
Ouch. Other numbers exist.
Shush.
That is awesome. When did that last happen? That just happened with you, Brian, talking about other numbers exist. Were you there for that, Aster?
Yeah, that was last
Okay.
session.
Okay, cool. Nice callback. Free inspiration for you. Well played.
So he takes another 15 damage.
Ah! See him struggling,
And I will
resisting.
strike
Oh,
again.
he's restrained. It doesn't matter on that shot, but you do have advantage on your strikes against him.
Oh, I
Again,
will
doesn't
absolutely
matter
apply
when you
that on
get
the
a
next one.
critical.
15 hit.
Alas, that is going to hit his armor and glance off harmlessly.
He takes 5 more points of damage.
Urgh.
And now for my bonus action. There it is. So 15 hit, 16's going to hit.
Oh, the 15 missed.
Ready?
It had bounced off
Oh,
harmlessly.
it's a 16 hit.
The 16, you pull back and you rock into his helmet with your offhand, and he looks up at you. The grimace, clenched teeth, kind of becomes a little bit of a psychotic smile as you realize there was a clanking sound, but you don't think that you caused damage to the internals based on his reaction.
Okay, so no then.
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Then that is my turn.
Avra is up next.
Okay. I'm doing Firebolt this time, which is a cantrip.
Ooh, Kerblast.
That also does not hit.
No, that is
but
going
now I
to
can
strike the table, setting it ablaze a little bit. Continue. Sorry.
but now I can actually try the spiritual thing.
Yes.
And that I'm gonna assume hits.
Apologize.
Oh, that's a
Hold on
natural
while I-
20.
Yeah, so how does this work? Do I roll twice or
You basically double the dice. So, like, if it's a d10, it would now be 2d10. If there's a modifier, then you would add that on after you've doubled the dice.
it's 2d8 plus 4.
It
So it would
should
be 4d8 plus 4.
automatically. Go ahead and
Oh,
click
there's a
the
roll
button
damage
in
click
chat.
thing.
Click that, and we'll see how it does. It should automatically recognize your critical success, but we shall see. Yep, there it is. 48.
It did 48 plus 4. 23 points, solid.
And that I don't know if it matters, but it is force damage.
And that was a spiritual weapon that you're conjuring.
Mm-hmm.
What is your spiritual weapon?
Does Nylea have like another weapon she's known for besides archery?
Nope. She's very specifically known for the bow. You could make it something
Then
like,
it'll be a bow.
okay, that's really cool. Like summoning forth a bow of energy, blasting it off, and you said it does radiant damage?
Force
I think.
damage.
Oh, force damage. Okay. That definitely tracks. So, all of you will see the bow be summoned, the arrow fly out, striking Theros. He again, with the vines entangling him, struck up, open for the shots. Arrow charges, blasts right into his chest. You see the glowing light fighting against a darkness which starts to pour forth from his wounds. Being right next to you, Armin, you see the clenched teeth slowly fading, the head dropping a little bit. The struggling begins to cease. Then the head slowly rises. You see darkness overtaking his eyes, and he smiles at you. And then he turns his head at Avra, says, "Thank you for releasing me." And there's a blinding flash. I'm going to need from you, Armin, a dexterity save, please.
Okay. I don't think I did too hot at 13.
Alas, no. You are going to be knocked back 10 feet, taking only a little bit of bludgeoning damage from the force. It's not bad. It's just 4. But does send you
So
back
roughly there.
tumbling. Yes. And you can make
Okay.
it a little bit diagonal
Oh,
as you're trying
you
to
want me to
kind of
make it
correct
diagonal?
yourself in the air. It's up to you. You
I'm
have
fine
enough
with where
wherewithal, so you can go there or there or
I'm good.
there.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Let me just take the 4 points off real quick.
It does knock you prone.
Okay.
That
Feel free to give me back
may
pain.
or may not matter. I mean, you can get right back up again, but there's some
Knock
back
me
pain for
down.
you.
How do I get up again?
The blinding flash goes out. Avra and Aster, Aryanwen will see the force, a ring echo out from him, kind of like in the Star Wars Special Edition when things explode. And then there's a darkness that swirls where there once was the great flash. You see, first, the armor appears to be melted off of him. The vines created by Aryanwen burned back and recoiling back into the stone wall. And then, as Armin, you can now see, as the dizziness fades, double vision goes away, Thersandros' skin also begins to melt and peel and slough off.
Gross.
Darkness, yeah, very gross, is left there. There's a little bit of that celestial sparkle, and then you start to see a new shape take form.
While you're putting the token, and that's dope.
Oh,
It was already on the GM
can-
layer. This is pre.
No,
What's
no,
up?
I understand. Can I just have a reaction since we're still technically in turns?
I was
the
actually
reaction is
going to
use
have
my.
a new turn order come up, but what did you want to do?
I just wanted to use my unscarred resilience so that I can roll a d12 and then add my con modifier to it to get those hit points back.
Yes, you can do that while you're laying there before this new initiative is rolled.
That one requires a reaction, not a bonus action like Second Wind.
Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, go ahead and roll that up. And then, as things have changed,
7 points.
oh, did I do? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you wiped out the turn order, so I'm assuming we're going to roll initiative again?
Yes.
Okay.
But I need to not have that be whispered. There we go. Aster, eager to strike at the new horror that has arisen.
does that mean Armin goes first? So the point, I don't know what the point 18 means.
Is your dexterity 18?
My dexterity is 17.
Then I go first.
It's,
I'm just going to do that so that now it's not confusing.
But now you understand why the point 18's there.
yeah.
It's designed to help with ties and situations just like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. And he will have advantage on initiative because of the horrific form and the brutal display of one body bursting forth from another. It's not much. The fates have decreed. It shall go as such. A free perception. The demonic form that has just come out is looking at Avra, who delivered the killing blow to the other previous form. Armin, you are up first. You are welcome to change his focus if you like, or you can stay laying down on the rocks. He is not looking at you.
No, this was not my scheduled nap time. Standing up, so 1, 2, 3. I deliberately interject myself between Avra and him, so that way if he tries to go after her. And my words as I'm facing off against this guy is, back up so that he can't get to you easily.
All right.
And I get ready to lay into this creature. Righty here. I'm very fond of my Great Sword of Warning. Want to do a lot of embellishments to it when we get back. Open a 22 hits.
A 22 is going to hit.
All right. The greatest amount of damage. All right, let's go for the second attack.
There's a shriek that chills you to your bones. It echoes in your head. It almost seems as if the sound doesn't actually emanate audibly. It's almost as if he's screaming directly into your mind. Only a graze as a result from your second swing.
And then the bonus action attack of Unarmed Strike. Fairly certain that one landed.
Just barely. I tease, it's more than barely. It's a solid shot.
All right, so it got a total of 15 damage from me this time.
Nice.
Yeah, because I think I did 8 on the other shot, and so 8 plus 5 damage, that's 13 plus 7, a total of 20. Okay.
Yep. That's
it's
what
okay.
I have.
not my greatest round, but it's okay.
All right. Mr. Astor, you've seen Armin when he pose, laying in strikes. Go ahead.
Am I able to be here for advantage of flanking?
It's gonna take you an athletics check, and I will give one attack of opportunity because you're changing a plane there. So your athletics check, if successful, will get you there because it's within your movement. But the awkwardness of that is going to incur an attack of opportunity. If you fail the athletics check, you will end up next to him. You will not incur the attack of opportunity, but you will also not gain the flanking bonus. I leave it up to you as you survey the scene and your options there.
No, I think I'm just gonna move a little bit more to the side here and just shoot an arrow. And since the what's it called? Initiative order restarted, does that mean I get my sneak attack back? Like for the or I get the surprising strike. Yeah.
I don't know if that matters.
Don't you get your sneak attack anyway because Armin is in range?
Oh yeah. I'm guessing the 20 hits.
That is a very good guess.
And I didn't roll all ones this time.
Nice job, sir.
Oops. Demonic creature shrieks. I don't know how zoomed in you guys are. I'm zoomed in a whole bunch because of the smallness of the scene. But the Eater of Hope
yeah.
looks awesome. Anyway, the Aster, a solid shot, adding on top of Armin's wound causing. Is that all for you, sir?
Yes, that is all.
Alrighty. Miss Avra, you are up. Armin has imposed himself between the Eater, the demon, and yourself. You did
Encouraged you to
feel
back
the
the fuck
icy
up.
chill of its gaze linger upon you.
Gonna run away. And then so I have a question about my spiritual weapon. I'm gonna put the description in chat. So it sounds like I can keep moving this without like recasting it. And so that technically means that I'm not using a spell slot for that. So does that mean that I could do a leveled spell?
Yes, indeed.
As long as your leveled
Okay.
spell doesn't take concentration, which I think would drop this.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm concentrating on the spiritual weapon, but.
Okay. And to move it, if you don't move it, that's fine. But if you move it, that is your bonus action.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you
to move
probably already know that you
and
can't
or
have another
attack.
concentration.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast.
Are you using
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
spiritual
cast.
weapon first or second? It doesn't matter
I
to
mean,
you
I guess
because
I can just do
it's
first.
your action stuff. So I'm just clarifying because you asked about it. But you can cast a spell first and then have the spiritual weapon go after. It's up to you. I just wanted to clarify.
I'll just do the weapon first. So. Does a 13 hit?
That is not going to hit. The glowing arrow is going to strike
So
into the stone wall beyond. Dissipate.
So does the weapon go away now, or is it just a failed hit?
It's just a failed hit. It doesn't
Okay.
print there. Check what the duration is on the spell.
I think it's a minute. I think you got like
It's
10
a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a minute.
So yeah,
So you have
10
8 more
melees.
uses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 7 more
Um.
uses. I doubt that you'll get there. Rarely does it go that long. But because there was a moment when he was
I'm sorry, I
transforming
didn't.
and stuff. Oh, that was just me. Taking off
Like a time
little
thing.
bit of time. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good to go. So the arrow will strike the stone wall, dissipate in a shower of glowing sparks, fading into nothing. What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers, so it's a Wisdom save.
Thinking he failed.
With a hiss, he's going to be moved back into the corner. And he will take some psychic damage. He's going to move back and actually be a little bit airborne. And then with a shriek, he's going to swoop back down. And ooh, yes, he's going to catch all three of you. Aster, smart move, running away. Or moving yourself. I don't mean to sound like you're running away. Strategic repositioning on the battlefield. There's a miasma of underworld winds and a 30-foot cone. Each creature that is not named Aster must make a charisma saving throw with a DC 14.
So I have advantage against spells and other magical effects. Does this count?
It does not. This is an unholiness that is bred from his otherworldly nature.
Okay.
It's, yeah, underworld winds, actually a physical channeling from another plane. That is 4d12. Necrotic. Ugh. Armin will make the save. Arianwen, whom I forgot I was controlling, will attempt to make the save. Oh no!
Ouch.
And for the sake of, since it is rechargeable, haha! Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain. So, if you have saved, your name is Armin, and you are not cursed, so you will not take an extra amount of necrotic damage when you are hit. Which is good, since you are still imposing yourself kind of in between yourself and the rest of the party. The demon is going to shriek in delight. Let's see, Arianwen. Ooh, what is this creature type? It is a that. Is that on the list? Oh, come on. I'm doing that from Arianwen's voice because the creature type doesn't match for protection from good and evil. Oh,
Really?
yes, it does.
The demon doesn't match for
I was reading it wrong. It's elementals, fae, fiends. This is a fiend, and I didn't see fiend. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? All right, so Arianwen is going to run up, and she is looking very haggard, very slow, kind of like she has the weight of the world, like she's being drawn down, like she's just like kind of limping across. She's going to touch Armin. And I don't know why it posted twice. And then she's going to move back because, again, she is hurt and haggard. But seeing that Armin is engaging a fiend and is kind of all alone, being the tank up there, she wanted to help boost him. So I promise I'm probably going to forget because I very rarely see people use this spell, and they should use it more often. I'm
in
just putting
actual
an
play.
aura.
Yeah, no, I typically don't.
Right?
But this
and
is
why?
super useful.
Like, duh.
No, he has disadvantage to hit me. Basically, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Exactly.
That's probably what's going to keep me alive.
100%. All right, so that is what Arianwyn is going to do. She is going to shuffle back out of the way and wide-eyed in terror watch the weight of the curse upon her as Armin stands triumphant against the Eater. Aster, you can see the three of your friends, particularly Avra and Arianwyn. It looks like they have had the life sucked out of them. They're suddenly very haggard looking, very just kind of drooping toward the ground as if they just got woken up. They're dragging themselves, low energy. Armin doesn't have that look. You can tell he's definitely taken some shots, but he's standing tall and brave against the demon. Your other allies definitely look beyond fatigued, fatigued. That comes from an old game we were playing. We were playing Riffs, and somebody was looking at one of the books, and they're like, "What's fatigue?" They're like, "Do you mean fatigue?" And even then, they had to look at it. Oh, duh. Anyway, fatigue. All right. So, Armin.
That can be the name of my next wizard. Fatigue. The Fabulous.
That's so perfect. All right, Armin, you are up. The Eater of Hope has certainly caused distress upon your companions, but Arianwyn bravely charged forward, gave you a boon. You can feel all of the trepidation, all of the fear, all of the strangeness you feel at facing off against something from the underworld. For the first time in your life, seeing such a fiend, lowercase a abomination. A swing.
All right, so
A
he takes 5
graze.
damage. This is, look, the graze feature is fantastic because I'm still outputting something even if I fail.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, all of those weapon mastery things that come on the side, like the slowing them down with the arrow shot is super cool. The sap ability, I think, is neat. Like, anyway, a 14
I don't think a 14 hit him.
also is going to not be a hit, but you will still
So he takes
incur
10
the
damage.
graze.
I mean, at least that's consistent. I'll take what I can get.
Of course.
Well, that just straight up misses.
Whoosh. He's kind of, he is down in a level where you can still hit him, but he's actually hovering off of the ground.
And he's
Even
7
though
and a
the
quarter
graze
feet tall.
shots. Oh yeah, he's huge. Well, he's large. Sorry. I shouldn't say huge because that's actually a word that matters. He is large.
All right. Well, I've shot through my attacks. At least I did 10 damage.
Indeed. Aster, you are up next. You see the creature, wings, billowing dust up. The faces off against Armin, screeching. You see it's about to, it's baring its claws, ready to strike at Armin. The wings keeping it afloat. What would you like to do?
I will. I'll just shoot it again. I'm trying to see because I think I have something called steady aim that will basically give me advantage if I remember correctly.
Post up the details
Steady aim
there.
as bonus action. You give yourself advantage on your next attack roll.
Oh, cool. All right, so it means that you can't move. You just have to stay where you're at and take your shot. But yeah, you'll have advantage on your strike.
And
that is going to strike true. For 12. That arrow pierces into the neck. You can see the ichor that pours forth out of the neck wound has a little bit of sparkle to it, of the celestial kind. Very slowly goes down the chest. arrow sticking out of the neck. And it screeches and turns its head to the side in pain, shoots you a glare, but keeps its focus on Armin, slowly turns his head back and down to the defiant Minotaur. I believe that is everything for you, but talking is free. You want to shout anything out, or you have...
I'll say you're being a bit dramatic for being a little bit of a sore loser.
You don't know an Asian guy by the name of Donahadal, do you? Because smack-talking celestial creatures, that's kind of his jam.
Can confirm.
And,
All right.
and that would be all.
Avra is up next in the order. You feel very, very drained, the weight of it. And you know inherently like that unholiness, that underworld curse that lingers on you. Very not good.
This is not a construct.
I
Right.
can confirm it is a fiend.
Okay.
Arianwin can let you know that because she graced Armin with protection from it. She recognized it.
Why is my measuring things being so weird? Hold on.
Hold Alt, and it might be snapping to the square. You might have to
Yeah, I
snap to...
changed it to snap to corner.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so this is the point that I want to do, so I don't hit Armin.
Of course.
But I'm gonna
Nice of you.
cast Shatter, so that's a Constitution save. Wow.
Stop, we can
I
take
cast
it.
that because it's supposed to have a chance for more damage than Dissonant Whispers, and that's like the least damage that I've rolled all day. So, can I... Wait, is that 11 or 19?
It's a 19.
Okay. Can I use my reaction to do cutting words? So that I use one of my bardic inspiration dice. It has to subtract 1d8 from a d20 roll.
Ooh, very nice. All I'm going to require you to do is share with the rest of the class what those cutting words are. But absolutely, go ahead and roll that d8.
Oh man, I wasn't prepared. Your horns look stupid. They're nothing. Like my obviously more cool horns. I can't think of any word besides cool, but yeah.
Glorious, radiant. Armin's horns are
Yes,
still
they're not as
bequeathed with
glorious.
flowers.
The horns too, it's part of the
Arianwin's
reason
gleam
Armin
in the
likes her.
sun. Yeah, everybody has sweet, sweet curved horns in some way or another. This guy's horns are way big, bulky. They're too much. It's excessive, let's be honest.
A little extra, I'm just saying.
Yours are proportionate, frame your face nicely. Armin's have functionality in the gore, in addition to them
His
being
horns
pretty
look like
because they have
ugly
flowers
eyebrows.
on them. What was that, sorry?
His horns look like ugly eyebrows.
I mean, you're not wrong. He's
Huge.
just a smidge extra.
Huge bushy eyebrows.
A little bit.
Of course, he's got to bring attention to him with like a gem that could be a third eye. I don't know what his parents did.
So it's a d8 that he has to subtract.
Indeed. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
I can roll it.
I
I
don't have
am
any
going
I don't know
to
what
give
this damage
you, because it ties there.
The first I can give you.
Oh, Astra has one?
Ooh,
Great.
Aster's got some inspiration to share.
Roll it again. You get a 5 or higher, this works.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a lot of work for a pathetic 9 damage, but it's not
Take it.
4 damage. No.
It's something. It's not
And
nothing.
it's thunder damage.
You can
And then
tell the creature
for bonus
after that
action,
strike, from the slow way in that it responds and the way that it has to land, kind of in a hero pose, but it's taken off his feet from the flight condition, slowly stands to be facing, of course, still focused on Armin, but all of the glee is gone. It's now in a very serious glower toward him. You can see the wound from the neck is trickling down more. Arms are moving slower. Wings look like they were impacted by that. Also, there is a ton with that shatter and the booming that roars out there. Some of those rocks from the wall are blown out and tremble down. There's stuff on the ground there that just gets, from the radius, blown away. Incredibly impactful.
Any of the pots that were in the background probably got wrecked.
Oh, yeah. Shatter's awesome. No artifacts for you.
and then
Ha ha ha. Because I know that you have, you're kind of into that sort of thing.
yeah,
Did anything not break? That's what I want.
yeah.
It's all broken. Future generations will be able to discern nothing from digging here. Ha 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 ha.
You'd be surprised what you can do with broken artifacts.
Touche.
I know, look at me, Armin flexes.
Okay, for my bonus action, I'm gonna move and then use my spiritual weapon. So, wow, that doesn't hit.
That is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Been a rough
And
round for a few
that
people.
will... What?
It's been a rough round for some people. I had the exact same thing, like swish, 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 nothing, nothing, nothing.
Yeah. Besides, like, my one d20, most of my rolls this game so far have been, like, pretty bad. I've rolled, like, 3 nat ones today.
Yeah,
But,
and I apparently took all the crits. So, sorry.
But
Yeah,
that'll, in my
taking
turn.
out the hoplite form was incredibly reduced in time. His Armin just diced him up. All right, so that is all for Evra.
Mhm.
All right. I have some claw attacks at disadvantage that are coming at Armin. Brace yourself.
Yes, sir.
Swish, swish. Heavy arm swing. Ooh, an 18 even with disadvantage. Ouch.
Yeah,
First one
you hit.
very, very focused. Second one is going to whoosh by.
Oh god, I thought that was going to be so much worse.
It could have been a little bit worse. Bear in mind too that you resisted the curse, so you're saving. That saved you from additional D12 of damage.
I thought it was just a flat extra 6 points.
It's a D12. 6 is the average because it's a D12.
Oh, that's what I saw. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. That tracks. All right, 1 second, because I nearly went down from that.
Eater of Hope leans forward, shrieks with delight, ready to feast upon his prey. What's that?
Only one of those claw damage applies, right?
Both. One's claw damage, one's necrotic.
Yeah, slashing and necrotic.
Oh,
It's just that the curse
Yeah.
deals an additional amount of necrotic.
Oh, and if the die rolls had been a little bit better, I would be in a very horrible place.
Let's see. What is going to be the most effective here? Because Arianwen is just going to charge up, give you some healing. It looks like the one by touch is better. That makes sense. Does she have
So
prepared something
I have
higher?
one question.
I
I'm not
am
trying to use
not
it
going
right
to
now.
answer. No, go ahead.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
you're not allowed.
There is a goal that says to sacrifice yourself does not have to mean death. Do you feel this qualifies?
Ooh.
In the instance of interposing yourself, it is kind of a normal thing. I will count it if you do go down at all.
Because it says it does not have to mean death, just means that you chose to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, the interpose is something that Armin has done, and he knows his role in the party here to protect the fainter, fairer ones. So I'm gonna say in this instance, it will require you to go down for it to trigger.
Okay.
Unless, if you did something where you're like did a reckless attack or something that gave him advantage, and you're
I
like,
absolutely
I'm
did with the
gonna open
druid.
myself up. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So
I
Aryan Win.
basically made myself the center of attention at that last thing.
That you did. Combination of things. I'll give that to you.
Okay, I'll deal with
Go
it on
ahead.
next game, but
Yeah. Well, you
all right, cool.
can take the inspiration now, but mark your goal as completed.
I might need it.
Oh,
I
you
want to
know
make sure I
what?
hurt this guy before he can finish off me.
Ignore that. Ignore that. I want to upcast it because when she surveys the situation, she sees, yeah, she can upcast that a whole bunch because she does have a third level slot left over. Kadow. So a bright light comes, and Armin, you're facing the demon, so you don't even look around, but you feel the warmth and you see your own shadow transposed on him as the healing overtakes you, the warmth, the comfort, your wounds healing up. Please restore 33 points of health. And Arianwen is going to again stumble backwards to stand next to Avra, completely spent. Armin,
All right.
top of the order. The demon
Swinging the sword of warning.
shrieks defiantly at you after the glow. Claws are outstretched, it's ready to strike. Wings are outstretched, more so for intimidation because it's not off the ground. That is going to
I will burn
graze.
through that inspiration.
Ooh, never
and
mind. Let's see what you got.
Yeah, let's see what happens on this. Because I feel I might need it right now. Mother of God. All right, second attack. It's still 5 damage. Should have saved it for that.
I technically have 2 more inspirations left, so I can give you one of them.
I would really appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, I'll give you another one.
For my friends! Yay!
Ooh, that is going to hit. Please roll for
All
me
right,
your
so 5
damage.
damage from that. Don't suck, please. Could have been worse. So a
All right,
total of
Armin.
15 damage there, and a unarmed strike just because I'm like, I want to finish this. Fuck this guy.
All right. Because of your strike and your damage there, describe your turn as you defeat this fiend entity in its entirety. You have full range to describe what happens after your first swipe. It twists itself out of the way And then as it's
barely next
coming
to him,
forward with its claws, what
I hear
happens?
Aster call the correct. I hear Aster yell out, "No, down more!" And he swings down and chops right between one of the horns, like at that little gem in the dead center of his head, cleaving into the thing's head. Reaches
Ooh,
down with the hand and just rips one of the horns off as he
nice.
poised away, blood, black ichor just flowing everywhere onto the table and to the bucket and stuff. Leaving its brain pan open.
Inside the skull, you don't see a brain. You see a little bit of a swirling. It almost looks like a constellation, or constellations plural. It's very galactic. And the lights from what looks like constellations fade out, blinking out one by one as the eyes slowly close. The body slumps. It is a husk. And then it begins to all slowly melt, turning all into that black starry ichor, soaking into the ground.
Wait, the whole body starts to do that?
Yes.
What about the horn in my hand? Same thing?
The horn in your hand, you feel suddenly, as you're watching him dissipate, you feel the weight grow smaller as you realize that, yes, the golden horns too are dripping and melting
I toss
and
it back into the
sliding
pile.
off of your arm.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
want any of that stuff touching me. I'll just toss it back into. That's
Ugh.
gross.
Can I try and like empty one of the random containers that are here to try and put some of the smudge in there?
Alas, it will completely be sunken into the ground before you're able to capture any of it.
Alrighty.
Very good idea. Side note, if those containers hadn't been broken by shatter, it might have worked a little better.
My bad.
Don't even sweat that.
So something cool I wanted to do here before I am going to offer a quick bio break, but I just wanted to show you guys the cool magic cards of this creature. The one on the right is alternate art for it. You guys can see the base art there, but the alternate art is crazy cool too. Oh, that doesn't really stretch it out much. Let me make it bigger.
No, it's fine.
I got like a low quality version of it. So anyway, I like the magic cards and from the setting and stuff. All right, you know what? Get out of here. So you
I've
can see
played
a little
Magic
bit of
now, so I understand it.
when was the last time you played? Is that new or are you like a regular player? Like
Mhm.
I don't know if we've talked about
No.
that before.
I just started playing a few weeks ago, but now I've played like 10 games.
That is so awesome.
Nice.
Welcome to the fold. The Kool-Aid is good and it is tons of fun. I'm curious to know, I haven't played Magic in a while, so I don't know the most recent sets very well. Don't be as familiar. Were you playing like Commander or were you using someone else's cards? Did you buy your own decks or anything? How'd that look?
My brother-in-law is the one who taught me, and he has several decks, so I've been using his.
Okay, cool. And I mean, you got through 10 games, so it must be something you enjoy.
I do, and I don't know if I'm just lucky or if I'm good at it, but I haven't lost any of those games.
I probably would not want to play Magic against somebody from Harvard just because even as a beginner, like you're going to be able to grasp the stack really well, the mathematics involved, the give and take. Like you'd be good at reading the semantics of cards and figuring out combos and stuff. Yeah, that tracks.
Is an
Like
asshole.
it
Yeah.
can be like it's a game that like kids can play on the basic level of I know numbers and I have this much land available so I can get my creature out and it can attack. But then very cerebral adults can play and be like, all right, I do this and then I tap that and then I tap this other thing, which does this other thing and creates like a whole combo chain of effects.
Yeah. I keep being banned from decks. Like I keep being forced to use different decks because I don't know.
That's good. That gives you a
But
variety.
so yeah, but so I've used he has like 9 decks and I've used almost all of them now because I keep being forced to use different.
Do you have a favorite color yet?
I was gonna ask that too.
Right?
Black.
Ha! Ha! That's cool. Yeah, black is dangerous. A little bit of self-pain sometimes, but you can build around that to where it's to your advantage instead of a disadvantage. Like you can see on the card there, sacrificing things to make other things happen, which isn't something that really translated into the creature's effects. Like that breath attack that he doesn't isn't like the curse thing. It isn't really represented there. But I like that they kind of conceptualized for the D&D side of it. Like this is a pretty powerful demon. It has a cost of 7. It's a flying creature. The 6/4 is, and it's a rare, so you want it to be something potent. Anyway, that's fun. That's awesome. Again, welcome to the fold. One of us, Gooble Gobble.
Yep, Armin's just gonna slump down on the ground because he is exhausted.
Yeah, one thing I did not do because you guys had adrenaline going and stuff, and I didn't want to further hinder the semi-boss fight there. You're definitely exhausted from the day of competition before going through the maze, before making it here, fighting off the 4 guys at the tents, then coming into this old, the ruins of a building, fighting a demon from the underworld. The tired is definitely with you.
It
With
just
that being
lays
said,
down.
let's go ahead and take that quick bio break. Smoke them if you got them, drink, eat, be merry. Let's meet back here in about 10.
BRB.
All right, BRB. I have returned.
Hello.
Well, hello there. A side note while we're chilling and waiting here, there is a cool program for playing Magic online, like with people. Um, there is the official Magic online, I think it's called Arena, and it is very pretty, has all the effects and everything, but you have to like buy into the cards and stuff like that. Um, but the one that I'm referring to has the entire card database available for free. Takes a while to download all the image files, but it is definitely worth it. If you get more into it and you want to play around with like deck building, or if you want to play online with people, I can send you the details if that's something you'd be down with. I would totally download the
Yeah, thanks.
program if we could get more of our Magic players. I did talk to the guys in the Ravnica game. They know a different way of playing Magic Online, which has like a few different things. I'm not really a fan of all the extra legwork. I don't know if I could convince them to jump on board, but anybody here in this group who wants to get into that, I would love to play Magic games with people. I am by far not a professional. I've always been a casual player, and I don't like the crazy combo decks of instant death. I like to put out creatures and have them fight each other on the battlefield. Very tribal themed. But yeah, anyway, anybody who's interested, I can share that information too.
I know very little about Magic. I played when I was in high school, and I basically haven't played since.
I remember when I was in high school, I wasn't into the game yet. I remember seeing people playing it in the school library, like at lunch and stuff. Always kind of being like distantly interested, but I was a poor kid, so I couldn't afford buying the cards and amassing my own deck. And then when I became an adult and had jobs and stuff, I was like, ooh, this is fun. And then I spent way too much money on the hobby. And then I sold my collection because I had way too many cards. It was excessive. But that's how it goes
Yeah, I
over time.
never really did tabletop games in high school, but my friends did, and I would make fun of them. And then here I am now. So,
Have you reached out to them and been like, "Hey, sorry about the teasing. I now understand."
oh, it's fine. They deserved it. They
Oh,
tease me
okay.
too about other things. So,
Oh, okay. Well, what goes
Right,
around
mutual
comes
teasing.
around then. Yeah. You did say friends, so hopefully it was playful and fun, not soul-crushing teasing.
yeah. No, I mean we ate lunch together, and they would play during lunch, and I would I would do my homework because obviously I'm much better than those nerds. So,
I have ambitions. I'm going to go to Harvard. You guys can grow up and stay in your mom's basement and grow your neck beards and throw dice at each other. But now you have the best of both worlds. You can have a neck beard and a degree, so that's cool.
Yes, the neckbeard as a goal.
that is like my nightmare. Like, which, oh, hold on, that sounds really bad for people who have neckbeards. I don't think it would be my nightmare if I was a guy, but
Oh, I am a
apparently
guy, and that is a
I would
nightmare.
be extremely upset
It's terrible. It's
if I
weird.
woke
Like,
up one day and had a neckbeard.
why is my testosterone so high? Meh. You know, I tease the neck beard because it usually comes with being like out of shape, which I myself am not in shape, so I can tease those with Pudge a little bit. Like I got a
This
bit
isn't
of a
the
gut
time to
when I was
mention I
in the
lost 15
hospital.
pounds.
What's that, sorry?
This isn't the time to mention I just lost 15 pounds, right?
Hey, right on. Cheers to you. Well, you have
Yeah.
a fucking sweet beard. You don't have a neck beard. You have a man beard.
Thank you.
I've never been
Ah,
able to grow one. It's really sad.
Try harder.
Try harder.
Eat more celery, I guess. No, the neckbeard thing, like, and it comes with like bad hygiene and stuff. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, that's the comic book guy in The Simpsons. That's what I picture. Like, that encompasses the whole neckbeard thing. And then it also comes with a, well, actually, that's not really how it goes, see, because the way that it really works.
will turn its head ever so slightly and thank Ariane when and uh, just looks at Avra, who to him he doesn't feel like he's as bad off at the moment right now. Just like you look wrecked, sweetie.
I'm
It's nap
going
time.
to I'm going to
Um,
need a perception check from Aster.
Ooh.
It looks like Avra is doing some cure wounds a couple times.
mhm.
Who is that being applied to?
Then, I'm gonna do the stronger one on Arianwin since she's in the orange, and then the other one on Armin.
All right. Uh, Arian Wynn looks much better. Her
So the
slump
11's going to me.
starts to go away a little bit.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
don't want to say one of those for yourself, honey.
yeah. She is very, very low, but doesn't have like
Well, I have
visible
one.
wounding too terribly. You have one what? Sorry?
Oh, I mean, I have a couple spell slots left. I'm just gonna use them in case something else happens.
Fair. Aster, you can see because of your interest in the dissolving demon, the arrow that you had shot into the neck was left behind. The arrowhead and about a third of a way down the shaft has the black celestial property of the creature's blood. It is still a metal arrowhead, wooden shaft, regular arrow, but it's like it's been soaked, painted with almost. There's that slight arrow or like slight,
We sell that to a mage or a priest.
or use it yourself on a very special occasion.
What is it? Do I know what it does, or do I just find it? Like,
Nope, you just see it like that. You can find somebody
Hashtag
to
free hero.
identify it. You
hey,
can
Armin,
tell,
look,
like,
this is cool.
it gives you a little bit of a shiver. It's a mix of intrigue and trepidation because it definitely has that aura of the underworld. But when you pick it up, you just inherently know, like, this arrow is different. It is special somehow. I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it because I'm not a wizard, but this is very different.
Right.
You can
So when
feel the power emanating from it.
um when he brings it to me and says, "Armin, look at this," because if I heard you correctly, it's kind of what you said, right?
Yeah, look, spooky arrow.
Could, all right, you hold it. I'm gonna bring out something and we'll figure out one property about this, okay?
Cool.
All right. He reaches into his bag, pulls out a severed hand, and it's very clearly the Night Hag's hand.
Oh, yes.
Holds it up, says, "All right, is it magical?" And he makes the hand do the thing.
100%
Does it
yes.
glow to him?
Well, okay. So it is not magical. It registers as being supernatural, interplanar, but not actually, air quotes, capital M, magical.
Maybe a faint
Insight.
aura? I don't know.
Insight from Armin. And Avra, too. I assume you guys are kind of having like an open forum here. Avra, you're welcome
Yeah,
to roll
I'm laying on the
insight as
ground,
well.
so there's nothing hidden here.
Ooh. All right. So, Armin, you do get that sense of like it's different. It is special. Avra, you realize that that curse effect, you very specifically asked if it was magical, and I gave you a similar response. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm sorry, that cut out so bad. All I heard was
Why?
Abra, you asked, and then
I did not
oh
call
wow,
you an ass.
you
I
sound like
would
a
do no
robot.
such thing. Do I?
To me, you sounded
I'm gonna
fine.
Yeah,
rejoin.
you sound fine.
Okay. And she's back.
Hello.
Check, check. Civilians.
Okay.
All right, so
You don't really sound like a robot, so that's good.
speak for yourself. Please do not mock my timber. You get the so when you had when that breath effect happened and you felt the supernatural nature of it, you very specifically asked if it was magical. And I gave you a similar response as to that which they are sensing from the arrow. It is not officially uppercase M magical, but it is supernatural, it is otherworldly, and in just looking at it, like you kind of discern like it was stuck in the neck of the creature, tainted by its blood now. Because of what they're reading off of it, you would believe it to be tied in some way, similar to or even reminiscent of the properties of that curse, which you are still feeling the lingering effects of because you're all haggard and at 5 hit points. With that note, Aster, you realize your friends, whether it be from the curse or from being battle worn or from a day of athletic contest and then fighting bad guys, you're feeling pretty spry. You're in a good mood. The sun is shining. Doesn't smell so bad in here now that the demon is gone. And you and your allies have conquered your quarry. This is in addition to finding like a cool spooky arrow. You're like, wow, we did it. Like, we found the guy, we took him out. I fulfilled my
I got the
contract,
demon that showed up.
my purpose. You survived a demon attack. And it's in great contrast to your friends who are all just looking very exhausted and been had. Kind of like your token. Like you're just like, hey everybody, beautiful day, isn't it? And they're like,
Yeah, and I'm
not
just
so
looking over
much.
you. Like, stay quiet for a second, buddy. I'm tired.
I'll be like, do I need to prove that I killed him? Because I mean, he just went into the ground. I don't know if this spooky arrow is gonna be enough.
This
You
gear
have
might be around there somewhere. So
you have an eyewitness account of reputable heroes.
right,
Word of mouth
my pizza just finished. I'm gonna go cut it real quick. I'll be right back.
will still be here.
Okay.
But yeah, the eyewitness testimony of your allies will go to show, and you'll of course be able to loot the others. You can describe the journey out here and such. So you just have to plead your case. And you have witnesses. That should bear enough.
That works. I guess while they're like resting up, and since I technically have energy, I'll go loot the bodies outside because this guy turned to goo.
Oh yeah, very good. Can you roll for me, please? An investigation check.
Still excited about my arrow.
So you're able to find that the others, the camp, didn't really have anything of a particularly special nature. They have their clothing, they have their regular equipment. They were gathering up gear that appears to be of the surviving in the woods nature. There is plenty of that if you're in the market for like a new bedroll or other kind of camping supplies, cooking equipment, kind of rudimentary. Nothing particularly special. It would appear that they were roughing it to some degree. With that being said, roll for me, please, a D4. Wow. You were able to collect amongst them a total of 400 gold pieces.
Ooh. Good amount for roughing it.
Well, being outlaws and stuff, they likely had ambushed people. They had gold to get better gear to survive on the road and stuff. But since they couldn't be necessarily in the town proper, not a lot of opportunity to spend their ill-gotten gains just yet.
That's fair.
Let's see. I think Arian Wen still has some spell slots left. She is going to be doing some healing. Yeah, she's got 2 second level spell slots, so she's going to be doing some healing. To Avra, who does not appear to be looking so great. She's actually going to do that twice and then be
Oh
very
wow,
fit.
thank you.
So a total of 48 hit points gained back. That will bring you all the way back up to full.
Yes.
I'm guessing we're still doing a short rest here, though, right?
If
Well,
you
I'm
want to.
taking a nap.
Things are definitely quieted down. Towards the end of your rest, you will hear birds chirping. It appears that the activity that drove them away is gone, and they're starting to repopulate. Things are returning back to normal here.
I'll roll some hit dice if we're able to do a short rest.
Absolutely. Get your short rest on. should have had. I'll just double it. Or wait, what is her? She's only 3 hit points away from max. Does anyone prepare a meal for the group?
I don't think I'm good at that.
Fair.
I mean,
It
I
would
could.
be a survival check. You're welcome to stay napping, but if somebody wants to make a survival check, they can prepare a meal. Ari and Win,
I mean, I've got +5, so.
ooh, a +5.
You're better than mine. Solid.
Nice. Is there anything special about the meal you prepare?
Are there any like berries or anything nearby that want to kill
Oh,
us? Ideally,
absolutely.
I'll add in berry.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah, and I have the wonder feature too. I kind of forgot about that.
What does that do? Please remind me.
Um, you have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features. In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Nice. So you're able to provide quite an excellent meal.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I called that a feature. I meant background, but yeah.
Oh, it definitely comes into play. What is everyone at?
Great. I'm gonna roll 2d10 to
Master
recover hit
got
dice.
4 +5 +3. All right. Yeah, go ahead and spend your dice.
I got an extra 15 back.
All right. That on top of the meal is going to bring everyone up to full and take away some exhaustion. Everyone will be full in their hit points. That again, that little extra boost from Avra's awesome foraging. So all thanks be to her.
Alrighty.
So, because you know the route, you know the conditions, you know everything, it'll be easy to make your way back to the circle where the games were held. By the time you get back,
November midnight, Armin.
Oh, you met her, huh?
Yep.
Got it.
so back at the games, there are a number of buffet tables that have been brought out to fill the area on the left-hand side of the makeshift kind of stadium grounds. Food is being brought out and prepared. You guys are all pretty well seated from any kind of thirst and hunger. Put some nice things there for dessert to cherry on top. It is getting closer to nightfall, but not quite there. Still got a little bit of daylight left. Upon your return, Eutychios will rush over along with Thales, very curious to hear about your exploits. Avra, you can see that a stage has been set up. There are a few other performers that are lingering nearby. And they kind of gesture in that direction just to indicate, hey, that's where the final contest will be taking place.
I'll tell them about the demon, and we found Thessandria, so we don't have to worry about that guy trying to get in again. He drunk a potion and changed him into a demon.
Ah. So the intel we received was correct. And Avra made it in time to assist you.
By the blessings of the gods. And he looks up, just straight up. Thank you, Perforos.
I got this book of arrows, a souvenir.
Yeah, that's apparently demon blood.
Thales takes a step back and shudders. Eutychios raises an eyebrow. Be careful with that thing, Aster.
I'm just like waving it around a little bit.
Hey, everybody, look.
I have a small nuclear warhead right here. Who wants to touch it?
Mimic the Voldemort Avada Kedavra.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Apparently he's taken up wizardry.
Hmm.
That's his new wand.
Yes.
Eutychios will gesture to the tables, encourage you to sit, enjoy the final ceremony. Essentially, the final contest will be a lyre contest between Avra and 3 other contenders. And that will be the end to the evening, to the qualifiers.
I ask Lord Eutychios for one favor.
Raises an
Once
eyebrow. What
once the
might
games are
that
done
be?
for the day, could I get a bottle of wine and some fruit?
What variety of fruit?
Grapes?
He gestures to the table where there are grapes and wine already being set. Anything else?
I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right.
I
Essentially, there are servers who are filling the tables, like it's kind of an in progress thing. Like the tables are there, food is being
um
put there. So he just kind of like with a smirk is like, and you shall receive.
I have a date later tonight.
Oh, well, by all means, take whatever you like.
Oh, thank you. I go over to one of the servers and like, can you just give me one of those bottles?
They, standing in your shadow, are odd. Of course,
Please.
champion.
Thank you. And he's still wearing the 3 medals.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't drink from it. He just keeps it like, all right, I got wine for later. Take some grapes, put them into a sack.
All right, they say, well, enjoy the finals. Then the two are going to leave. They're going to stop by Avra, say, well, you're looking pretty well. You prepared to continue into the final competition?
I'm prepared to win the final competition.
Haha, that's the spirit. Well, good luck. We're not supposed to have favorites, but, well, you know. And then they shuffle off. And so, what will be, as far as this liar contest, is it's essentially a gauntlet style competition. It will start with two competitors who will be playing notes kind of back and forth. They will be gauged by a crowd response. Lysandra the Swift will be the judge, and the winner of the round will stay, and a new competitor will enter.
I got 100 golden Avra.
Ooh, yes, please put any betting that you would like, I forgot about that, into the chat.
I need to take a look real quick.
Nice, betting on herself,
I bet on myself.
right? I should have disqualified it, but I did not.
Oh, Pete Rose has nothing on me.
Ooh, everybody throwing down. I don't know what Arianwin has. I think they were getting into the betting too. Let me check.
They seemed
and
excited
see.
about it.
Yeah. They have 173 gold. They will join as well. All right, Avra, can you please roll for me a d4 -1? All right, you will enter in the second round. So essentially, it's going to start with the performer and the maestro, while the legend awaits. So you will face the winner of this round, and then the legend will come in thereafter. Right now, there is a human and a satyr. And they are going to start by launching into a bit of a slower piece. It's on Whisper. That's annoying. They got an 8. The Maestro is going to pick up on that and increase the pace a little bit. Oh, why am I doing... I didn't mean to do initiative. And absolutely... So they took kind of the slow piece, and then they way sharpened the teeth on it and up the tempo. And the crowd absolutely erupts in support of that. Lysandra the Swift indicates that the human will be eliminated. And so Avra will enter the stage, and it will be Satyr versus Satyr. Avra, you must beat a 19 and describe where you take the performance, the tempo, etc. Ho ho ho!
was close.
Very close. But you are able to up. So what do you do? Essentially, you're able to match the performance. What do you do that gives it that little extra to push you over the edge?
I wish I knew anything about music. Uh,
Well, to kind of set the stage, they are essentially staying in place, and they kind of end with, in metal they have like the power chord with the big arm gesture and the blow, like the arm circles.
yeah.
Okay, so they do that. That is kind of their final little gesture. But throughout the performance, they are just staying in place. So you can build on that if you like.
Um, I will like. Let me know if I'd have to roll another check for this. But can I do like a flip or something while playing?
You have made your check. That will be enough. So to kind of upstage them with your power chord, you're able to do a flip into it, and the crowd loves the extra physicality of the performance. Lysandra indicates that you are the victor. The satyr goes off. Taking the stage now is a Triton. They walk very stiff-backed up to the stage, and they launch into something. It is not so raucous and rowdy and up-tempo as the other one. They actually bring it down a little bit, but more of a classical sense and technically very precise. That was the wrong person. I am sorry. Or no, it wasn't. Was it?
You making sure they're rolling public or something, or
Oh, well, not just that, but yes. That is a thing. No, I was using the wrong sheet. Oh, damn. So the crowd is absolutely wrapped up in it. It is a technically very, very sound performance. You know that with your plus 10, you're going to have to roll incredibly well here.
I'm gonna have to roll a 19 or a 20.
an 18 would tie and force it
Yes.
to continue forward.
Yeah, that's true.
As you're performing,
Okay.
you feel a warmth from within, a bit of a glow. You see images of your conjuration of Nylea's bow as your spiritual weapon earlier, your regular dedications to her, and realize that the goddess herself is blessing you with advantage.
Oh,
Also, that advantage will last. If anybody wishes to lend inspiration to you, you can use any of your inspiration as much as you like.
oh, oh
Was that
wow.
was that with advantage?
Yeah.
Uh, in order to help pump up the crowd, Arian Wen is going to hoot and holler and actually rear up the way horses do in an attempt to garner a little bit more support. Of course, from the champions table, this is quite a boon, and she's going to bequeath upon thee one inspiration.
Can I use bardic inspiration on myself, or is that level?
Sure.
I could use tactical mind on her. I would absolutely do it.
Oh wait. Oh, but if I use bardic inspiration, am I cheating?
More than any other
in
bard.
in normal cases, yes, but this is specifically a bardic contest.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put a lot on you as far as you can use inspiration if anyone has one to re-roll that bardic inspiration dice. That being said, the onus is on you to describe how you are going to outperform this stellar and almost technically perfect instrumental performance. Emphasis on the instrumental part. Again, the adding physicality gives a lot, but yes, if anyone
Do you
has an
have anything left?
inspiration for you, you can reroll that bardic inspiration.
One more left. So yeah, I'll give her the last inspiration.
Oh wait, I completed a goal. I won a contested role under a specific stat skill charisma.
Sure
Because I
did.
won the
got one
second
yourself.
or the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have inspiration myself.
Hey, there you go.
Yay. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing. That's not what I was supposed to click. I'm supposed to re-roll the bardic inspiration.
Yep.
Whoops. Oh my god.
So Aster.
Yeah, there's one mine. Yeah, so one more inspiration. You got this.
It's so
Okay.
close.
Yes.
There we go.
All right. So, what is it that you do that is going to upstage this legendary performance from the Triton?
So I'm gonna like use my shoulder to kind of hold my flute steady, and I'm gonna play the flute and the lute at the same time.
Oh, wow. Busting out the extra. So, adding on that accoutrement. Um, roll for me an insight.
11.
So, the power slide. If you're familiar, do you know what power slide is?
Um, I played the recorder in 5th grade, and that's I don't have much else to tell you besides that.
All right, so check the Roll20 chat, or sorry, not the Roll20, but the Discord chat. See what the guitarist does there in the GIF, in the out of game.
Mhm.
All right, so that is a power slide. That has not been invented on this world. If you would like, I will allow an athletics check for you to invent that as you close things off with the flute and the lyre to cherry on top your performance. Is there a way that you can do better?
um, no, not really.
Unless she can do another bardic inspiration, I don't see how. I think
Um,
everybody's tapped.
well, so I have used an item in a creative way, um, that it wasn't intended or designed for. I guess I am using the flute the way it's designed for, but I'm not using it the way it was intended to be used.
I will allow it because you're also inventing the power slide if you pull it off.
Okay. Wow. My rolls have been so bad today, it's insane.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Well, you weren't doing that with advantage, though.
Was I supposed to be?
Yes?
Oh yeah, the goddess blessed you.
Oh. Well, did I have advantage on both of them?
Technically, yes.
So, so I technically get one more from it. Like, that's the best I got. So, hopefully it works.
It definitely works. You know
Yeah.
inside that you can refine now that you've kind of figured that out and you see the crowd response. You can amplify both the flip, the power slide, even the power strum, power chord. Those are things that you can improve upon, but for its first showing, the crowd erupts. The Triton looks properly chastised because they added nothing physical to their performance, as awesome and perfect as their playing was. You were able to upstage, and again, inspired by your friends, Ari and Win rearing up,
We're cheering.
the cheering, the goddess looking out for you.
I pick up Aster and hold him above me, and so he can cheer louder.
I'll try and start a chant in the crowd, be like, Avra, Avra, and hopefully get the whole place to start cheering.
With that combination of factors, it will actually end as the music subsides. The Triton, head hung, leaves the stage in defeat as the crowd chants Avra. Lysandra takes the stage to raise her arm in victory. The crowd erupts. You may bask in the glory of your performance, Avra, as you have changed music irrecoverably forever. Ripples will come from Data Harbor and this day. And you have qualified for representing Data Harbor at the Akroan Games, where the stakes will be raised, so you might want to start thinking about ways to enhance your performance there. It'll be a bigger stage, might be costumes, might be pyro, might be whatever you can think of to enhance a concert performance, as it were. Eutychios then takes the stage to stand next to Lysandra and Avra. He calls out to the crowd, says, "Let us have all of the competitors who earned glory and prestige today, those who will be representing Data Harbor in the Akroan Games. Please join our most excellent satyr here on the stage." Lysandra will come down, stand next to Thales. Eutychios takes a back seat.
I just continue to hold Aster above my head.
Done.
There we go.
Yep.
There's also the winner of the chariot race and the winner of the swimming competition that will join you, tokenless, but they will be there on the stage. Also, all of you from your betting are going to get a return. So you spent 100 and you received 300 back. So everybody can add 200 gold. I will make sure to do that here for Ari and Win. Bump that up to there. Done. The crowd is cheering very enthusiastically. Even the losers, except for the sore loser of the grappling matches, but all the other losers are even showing their appreciation, honoring the victors. There was that one shady guy in the grappling match that was had like greased the floor and hit Armin in the groin and stuff. He's not celebrating. He's still surly.
Well,
And
nuts to him.
stomp off and leave the grounds in a huff. But everyone else, actually, Armin is pretty big, so let me make his token bigger there. Ari and Wen will gesture for Avra to climb up on their shoulders in the similar way that Aster is held aloft by Armin. But it's an offer, it's not a force thing.
Yeah.
But you're small, so it'll help you stand out in the crowd. The crowd is roaring in support.
We need. I'm gonna pick
As
up Arian when Arian when picks up me, and then I pick up Avra, and then just make a huge tower.
what is your strength? Can you pick up a centaur over your head? The satyr
I
doesn't
believe you
have much.
allowed me to.
So it's
Oh wait,
30 times your physical strength attribute.
was that question for me or for Armin?
Yeah, so I can pick up 600 pounds.
I don't even know if. Oh, they do have their weight. Their weight is 220.
I could easily pick up Ariane when
What is your
she
strength
could even
score?
pick me up. Mine's 20.
Sorry, I meant that for Aster.
Uh,
Armin
14.
can hold everybody. You technically could.
I believe you allowed it when we did the what's it called? The archery at the end.
I will happily showcase and just move a little bit closer, and I will pick everybody else up.
What an
One
incredible
arm's got,
display.
yeah, Abra's on Arianwen's back or shoulders. Astra's in one arm, or she's in the other arm, and I just pick all of them up.
There we go.
The crowd goes wild at the Tower of Champions that has been created. Everyone will get an inspiration.
Let's go.
When we get home, I need a nap.
You don't have time for that. You have a date. The
Again,
the
that
the darkness is beginning to settle as Eutychios comes up, asks for a final cheer, encourages everyone to make it home safely, not to get in fights, settle your bets peacefully, etc., etc. He'll thank the group, and he will give you a heads up that you can expect within the next couple days for patronage to begin to come in as the essentially the adventurers guild that you have created. He has already heard whispers about it, and people, have even come up to him directly like, hey, do you think they would do this for me or that for me? How far are they willing to travel? Things like that. He said he's left things very open because he didn't want to commit you to anything. So he's directing people, hey, give them the day to rest after the games, give them that courtesy of space, and then I'm sure they'll be eager for business, the opportunity to earn not only glory and prestige, but he says make sure you bring a full purse, properly compensate.
Yeah, because our
He just
team
gives
is
you that
not
heads up.
insignificant.
No.
We actually pushed ourselves really in the last 2 fights real far.
Definitely did.
Yeah. I also didn't realize I only have 2 uses of the of that shadow arrow I was doing. Per short rest.
Well, keep that in mind for next time.
Yep. That's why I didn't use it in the final battle, because I was like, oh, probably don't
Now
have any
you
left.
have one use of an underworld curse arrow.
I have a question.
I'll allow it.
So one of the ways to earn piety for Nylia is slaying an aberration, a fiend, or an undead. I mean, I didn't deliver the final blow, but I contributed.
100% yes.
Okay, so I can get another piety point, or whatever they're called.
Piety, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I'm at 3, so that means that I get the Nyli's devotee. Wow, I'm just pronouncing wrongs. Words wrong. I'm very tired.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you because you were trying to say pronouncing words wrong and even fumbled that, which is absolutely fun. So you can cast
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark with this trait a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier. Regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. And Wisdom is your ability for the spell. That is super awesome. We should let's see. So under all of the gods have a section in their description about earning and losing piety. And it's something that we haven't explored. I don't even know if Aster has established which god he is subservient to or pays the most homage to, as it were.
I believe we had talked about it, but I don't remember which one it was. I think it was like the sun.
Heliod. I do remember
Yeah.
briefly discussing that. Um, but I don't know if 100% you had settled on Heliod or if you're looking at a different one.
Fighting against those who would rule over others and taking decisive action on impulse are 2 traits for Perforos. I feel the last 2 combats I did that.
I'm inclined to agree.
Would you grant
Have
me
you
for the 2
ever
combats a purity point or piety point? Sorry.
have you ever considered the chart and given yourself piety before throughout the campaign? I know
I've
it's
only
something
gotten
we
one
really
other.
haven't addressed. So
You gave me one for one other action I did because I'm trying. One of the other things about being an athlete is that I'm trying to create the perfect body. And you've given me a point for honoring Perforos in that way. So I'm at 2. So that's the only other point I've earned so far.
I would give you 2 points then, so that you'd be at 3 to be
Well, that would put me at 4
Perforos's
technically.
devotee. Okay, that sounds cool. So you have
Right.
drawn the notice of the Forge God with your skill. You can cast Shield of Faith with this trait, requiring no material components, a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier. In addition, you know the Mending cantrip. Intelligence is your spellcasting ability for these spells.
Okay.
So Shield of Faith and Mending. Because it's a cantrip, you can essentially use Mending at will. Shield of Faith, again, equal to the number of times your intelligence modifier with a minimum of 1.
Got it.
I will talk to Ari and Wen about their piety later. So, For earning piety for Heliod, Mr. Astor, these are the following things: carrying out punishment on a fugitive from justice, exacting vengeance for a significant wrong done to you, defending a polis from attacking monsters, and building or restoring a temple to Heliod.
Does the dude I take down count? Or well, that we took down.
Absolutely.
Thanks. I was reading
Um,
through his stuff. So I was like,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say you are welcome to, and there's not necessarily a place on the character sheet for it, but however you keep your notes, you should be at 2 piety for Heliod. So just 1 away from becoming that devotee. Another side note. Did we ever establish for Aster his supernatural gift?
I didn't know that was a thing.
Ha. All right, so most heroes of Theros have some kind of supernatural aid to help them achieve their goals. Blah, 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 more words. There is a list, and each of the items has a longer description. I do want to make sure, Armin and Avra, you guys have a gift too, right? I think
Yeah,
that we
I
have
have
covered that.
unscarred thing with the.
Yep. And Avra,
Yeah, it's a
yours
Nick
was
Bourne thing, right?
Nyxborn? Yes, 100%. All right, so if I can help direct you, actually, let me see if I click this. Aster, did you have a handout called Supernatural Gifts pop up on your screen?
Oh, I like opened it right now. I'm looking at see what's on here.
Okay, cool. So yes, there is a list, and I apologize. That should have been
Oh,
chosen at creation, and we didn't do so. So I apologize. That was my bad for leaving it out. And I've been meaning to bring it up and keep forgetting. This is the perfect time since we're going over those godly things. Avra, you said
oh, well, I said oh, but yeah, I
Oh,
forgot that I resist necrotic because of the Nick Bourne thing. So I didn't have you on the brink of death earlier.
aha. It was an especially insidious and direct from the underworld, so for the sake of story, it bypassed, surprisingly, even your Nyxborn, providing confusion and awe at the terror which you overcame. Um, that is a little bit too of a close to the chapter. I am going to consider, I'm not 100%, so bear with me. We might start our next session with a level up. I will think about it. As a little bit of a close to the chapter in the beginning of a new one, as it were. And it is proper that we are covering these aspects of the divine and the supernatural because those influences will become heavier as you raise in level and the gods notice you more and you influence and your reputation grows. They'll become more and more of a thing. So brace yourselves. That can be good and bad. I'm going to be going through and reviewing ways in which you've offended each individual god. and punish you accordingly. So that'll be fun. I mean, I'm going to go through and see about other divine rewards because you guys are awesome.
I realize there's one supernatural gift that says that you deny the gods.
I don't recommend that. Atheism is very difficult in a world in which the supernatural actually physically manifests and interacts with the world. Like out of game, I'm not a religious person, but if I were in a D&D world or a world like Theros, like you can't deny that which is actually a thing. Like they're woven into the fabric of the universe. They are actually part of the physics and natural properties of existence. Unlike, again, in my opinion and estimation, the real world in which we live. I don't want to step on anybody's toes if you are yourself religious, so pardon my toe dipping into blasphemous.
Well, the one I'm looking at is the I don't know how to pronounce it, iconoclast.
That's right.
That says you can't deny the reality of the gods, blah blah. But some people refute the idea that the gods are worthy of reverence.
That is a
So it's like,
different thing. Yeah, that is like
yeah,
you would be kind of against the idea of worship. Um, that might. So it's your character. You are welcome to take that if you like. It does imply that you have observed the gods being either actively
Gracious.
cruel, and yes, I love that word, good call, capricious, or the lack thereof, like you've observed mortals in need and the gods just being completely absent or apathetical to their calls and pleas, devotions. Say
I gotta
apathetical,
read through
that's
all of
not a
them
word.
to know.
Apathetic is enough. Words are fun. Evra is poisoning us with. Yeah, so again, it's out of all the gifts, not necessarily one I would recommend, but could be fun for story. Choose what you like. Again, your character, your path.
I'll
I'll
read through
just
some of the
be
other ones and
curious how you might
let you know.
come to that conclusion, is all. And then two, I guess it makes us exploring your piety toward Heliod in question two. But we can get
One
into
of
all
the
that.
things that it has here says you gain the following traits. Reject the gods. You can't gain or lose piety to any god. You instead gain the following traits at the character level listed in each one.
Exactly.
Wisdom is your spellcasting ability for any spell that you cast with these traits. I
Yep.
have negative wisdom, so I will probably not take this.
Hey, all right. Well, that's a crisis averted. All right. Well, lots of fun to consider there. Again, our next meeting will be shifting into a new gear, a new plateau, as heroes, the Nyx Watch. Now, the Nyx Watch is the Bastion. Remind me again, what is your group called? Night Wardens? Yes.
Yeah, Night Wardens.
The era of the Night Wardens will truly begin. Hags beware.
I can tell you what I'm going to try to do with the greatsword.
Ah, what's that?
So what I'd like to do is take the hand, take it to a smith, have the hand encased in whatever metal it can be and physically mounted as the pommel of my sword.
Interesting.
And then I still have the dust of the gem. And I'd like that sprinkled into glass and have that be the item that the hand is holding.
Ah. Well, that is a very cool feature. That is something that we will have to explore. I know that Arianwen has been waiting and waiting and waiting for her weapons to be done. Those will be available, so it is likely that she will accompany you in that visit to the Smiths. So that'll be fun.
So that way I can put those powers onto the sword itself and make it one giant thing again. And I'm also going to try to see if they can maybe reforge the blade a little bit to give it the shape that I had in that picture in the Theros campaign. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see a
I am
photo.
very familiar with the sword shape that you chose, and that's where it's like wide at the top and stuff instead of pointy.
Yep.
Yep.
And it can still stab, but it's more like a flat shovel kind of stab as opposed to a classic sword.
It fits the properties of a great sword and adding in that graze property.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, definitely something for us to get into. Are there any final thoughts before we close for the evening?
I'm enjoying the Olympics. That was funner than I thought it would be.
Well, that was a basic introduction. I'm going to look for ways to enhance competition when it
Oh,
comes to
shit.
the actual games. Qualifiers are supposed to be lower key, so as always, I will need to raise the stakes. That's on me.
Sorry, my nose bleeding, so I might just leave now.
Oh
To
gosh,
take care
yeah.
of that.
Go
Take
take
care
care
of
of your
yourself.
stuff.
Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for an awesome performance. Have a great
I hope your
evening.
school goes well for you.
Thank you. See ya.
All right.
All right, have a great night.
Later. All right. I'm going to bounce.
All right, guys. Well, I will see you all. Well, all both of you who are left. I'll see you both later this week in different settings, but more dice.
Okay. Bye.
All right, have a good
Bye.
night, guys.